God is in front of us, coming towards us all the time. And you never know when you're going to run into that God. So that our faith is not a dead thing, a dead piece of history. It's a living thing, because that history, all that does is alerts us to the God who's coming this very day, or tomorrow, or the next day. It's God who is coming towards us. And so, the gospel says, you have to be alert. You have to wake up and be ready. We're going to go back into time now for a few weeks. We're going to be really rooted back then. But don't think that's the point. The point is that is to educate us, to help us prepare for the God who comes to us today, now. So wake up and pay attention. The church has a number of ways to suggest that you to help us wake up. One of the funny little traditions is the Advent wreath. Those 4 candles, one that gets lit every Sunday to help us, in a sense, wait, but more to prepare, to be alert, to be awake like we're supposed to be. And those candles traditionally stand for hope and peace and love and joy. Each candle has a theme for the week, because those are the things that we need to nurture in this season, to be alert. We begin with hope. Hope is the first candle. And the reason we can begin with hope is because for the last 6 months we've been walking along with Jesus. We know about this kingdom. We know its power. We know that we're a part of it. We know that last week he was on the cross and said, I'll see you in paradise this very day. We know that there's a forward momentum to the entirety of what Jesus has brought to us. And that is our cause for hope. The hope that we Christians espouse is not wishful thinking. The hope that we espouse is the truth of Christ and the kingdom that he brings. And more than anything in this world, in this day, in all sorts of places and in all sorts of ways, this gift of hope is what we need. We need to be able to say to the world, in the face of its challenges, to hold up the Christian hope as the light of the world in this moment. So if this first Sunday of Advent says anything to us, it is to tend to the light of hope within you, but also within one another. Matthew is writing to a community. He's trying to give them strength. He's trying to say, hold strong, take care of one another. Nourish the flame of hope in one another. So our Advent discipline is to nourish it within ourselves, but to also nourish it in one another. And beyond that, of course, to nourish the flame of hope for those who are most challenged in this world, for whom hoping is the hardest thing to do. Our command for this Sunday is to tend this little flame of hope. You have this flame of hope in you. It's not all you have in you. You also have despair and fear and anger, and probably always will. But the Christian way of handling Advent is to be attentive to hope and to nurture it day by day, week by week.